Now you can. Can I hear me back? Can you? Why is always you can hear me, but I can hear myself too. I don't know. Will do. Can we do like this? Uh, let's see. I'm using my phone to. I'm 30. I need time to figure things out. Option. Oh, maybe this. Let's see. I'm using my phone to 30. Time to figure things out. Oh. Okay. Okay. I can hear myself. You let me know. You let me know. Okay. I have my phone here to see the chat because I'm such a boomer that I don't have the chat on screen. Okay. 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 Hello, everyone. Hello. Wait, I need to start the recording. Billy Keoghan. Hello, everyone. Hello. We are going to talk about something. I'm really anxious. Let me tell you right away because this is something that uh, hits home. Um, it it hits me personally. So as soon as I saw what I'm going to show you in a second, I was like, okay, I am building a platform on here on YouTube. So I was like, no, I need to talk about this. And if you don't know me, my name is Noemi. I'm an Italian artist and owner of Five Pin Kumo, my small business. And here on YouTube, I record basically the journey of me showing my art, showing what I make on my small business. But also, I talk about content and drama and online trends and stuff that goes on online. And we are here to talk about that. If you're interested, we have playlists. This video is now a live stream, but it will put up, we're being put up as a video. So let's get right into the topic. We're going to talk about um, Barry Keoghan, which I just learned that his last name is pronounced Keoghan. And also today, while researching, I learn that we Italians say Cillian Murphy, but it's Killian Murphy. Just an FYI. So I was scrolling on Twitter. I'm not going to call it X. And I just saw this. Let me show you this. Okay. So I'm going to read it for you. It's a post on X about movie scenes, and it says, sorry, I'm clicking this. I need to stop. It says, well, we can do this. Barry Keoghan says hate about his looks made him not want to go outside. The actor, known for Saltburn and Dunkirk, which I know him from these two things here, revealed he faced disgusting, quote unquote, disgusting commentary online, especially after he split from Sabrina Carpenter, which led him to delete Instagram. There's a lot of hate online, his quote from Barry Keoghan, a lot of abuse of how I look, he said. It's made me really go inside myself, not want to attend places, not want to go outside. It's becoming a problem because then you don't even want to be on screen anymore. So this is the post that I saw. And honestly, I saw during, I believe it was while watching the Oscars or right after the Oscar, I started seeing lots of comments popping up on my feed. It was, I don't know if threads or whatever it was. So I was like, something was itching. You can see me split, but we can take this off right now. Um, Something was itching inside my brain, and I was like, okay, no, I need to talk about this because it really hits home. And I don't even want to say hits close my home. No, it really hits me personally because a little bit of story time. If you don't want to hear it, just go. If you're watching the video, just skip ahead. If you are watching the live stream, just go. La, la, la. But trigger warning in this video in general, we are going to talk about body image and cyberbullying and honestly abuse. So my story time is from back when I was attending high school. And long story short, I had all my classmates, classmate, yeah, classmates, all the people in my classroom, turning on me because I said and did something regarding the fact that we weren't studying. So I woke up every morning at 5 a.m. because I lived really far away from my high school. So I took a train and then I took a bus, and somebody just sent a message. Okay. Um, and therefore, I was really, really upset when in one of the, um, one professor, let's see, one professor wasn't doing their job. I was thinking about how to not let any her or he pronouns slip out. So they weren't doing their job properly. So basically, I woke up every morning at 5 a.m., one train, one bus to go to school, and listening. And I was listening to this professor talking about nothing, personal life, personal things that also we didn't need to know because it was personal. So I was like, 1 month, 2 months, 3 months, I was like, okay, either I change school, either I change class, or either I do something because this is not fair. It was like 6 months like this. So I spoke. And when you speak, everybody turns on you. So all my classmates, and it was not the first time that I was subjected to bullying because I've always been fat, honestly. I've always been overweight growing up, and it was such a problem. I went uh, periods of time without eating, binge eating, without drinking, because at a certain point I thought it was even a water problem. I don't know. So after coming back to the high school thing, coming back to that, I was basically bullied by because my classmates didn't want to, study. And I was kind of the only one who said, dude, come on. Always because also because it was the last year of high school before going to uni for the ones who wanted to go to uni. So I was like, I wanted to go to uni, and I was like, I'm going to attend uni without knowing anything. Like, it's it was crazy. So my classmates decided to bully me and to make fun of me. And at a certain point, and this is where the story gets interesting. A certain point, I had an internet like Facebook name, which was different. My name is Noemi, but it was different. I was looking for building up my image. I was really, really upset with myself and how I looked. I didn't appreciate anything. Things changed, obviously. I grew up and I love myself. I don't care about my body sustains me. So I love my body to death. I know I should take better care of my body, that's for sure, but nobody can talk about my body, and nobody should talk about bodies. And this is why we're here. Because back then, at a certain point on Facebook, um, I changed my name to Amaya, and it's an Italian thing right now, so I cannot explain it properly, but basically they this is what growing up makes me think. Because I came back from school. It took me like 2 hours to come back from school. I came back from school one afternoon, and I remember I was watching maybe some anime with my brothers. I don't remember. Um, but at a certain point, my phone, who had the notifications of Facebook on, uh, started blowing. Like I saw many notifications. Yeah, um, on my phone. I was like, huh? Like, what the hell is going on? And I saw that all these notifications came from my main page of Facebook, and basically all my bullies, who were like old men, by the way, um, they like all came together, like, I don't know, a freaking army, I don't know. And they started writing down on my Facebook page things like, you look like a female pig. And I remember this because Amaya, it's like they were making fun of Amaya. Like they were really, honestly, thinking back now, they were really you creative, let's say. So, and so I was bullied in this sense online and in real life. And honestly, I am a nobody. Like I am a common person. I'm not a famous, you know, actress or actor. But if something like this happened to me, uh, I think it happens still, unfortunately, to everybody. And luckily, I had a little bit of support around me, just not too much, but still a little. And there were people around me, and they supported me. I changed school, and honestly, was the best decision ever. First things first, because I met my best friend, who he's still my best friend, and I found my place. I started finally opening up to people. I started making friends. And by the way, it was not the last year of high school. It was the third year. Yeah, the third year, because 2 years I spent it in the other high school. Yes. And I made lots of friends and I loved everyone, professor. It was even a longer commute to go. So it was like one train, two buses this time, but it made me really, really happy. And I put everything aside, put everything behind me. But when things like I read things like this, everything comes up. And in this case, we're going to talk about bullying, cyberbullying, stalking, people showing up to houses, doxing, which is crazy because if, and I'm not justifying, I'm not saying that it's okay in any way at all. On this channel and in my life, I say every time that people should never judge how other people look. They should never, sorry, the volume is up and it's bothering me. Uh, they should never talk about how someone's look, how mostly man, female, non binary, whatever you are. They should never judge your appearance when you gain weight, when you lose weight. Never, never. Because you never know what's behind, you never know what is going on in that person's life. It may seem like they are successful, happy, unbothered, but you never know. So mind your freaking business. And on this channel, I won't absolutely never have respect for people who are hateful, who are like, I only talk, I want to talk about this to make people aware because I think it's something that in 2026 is still far away from being aware, from being talked, let's say, mostly when it's about mm men. And every time someone comes up, like a woman comes up to talk and maybe defend men, people are a little bit like, like I define myself as a feminist, sorry, and I will never support any of this shit. It doesn't matter what you are. It doesn't matter race, whatever. It doesn't matter. So we are going to talk about this, and I will try to not get so much too much angry. I already am. Um, as you can see, I cannot properly speak. And so we are going to talk about this because it sent me, I went in a little bit of a rabbit hole. It's not too deep, too like deep inside the rabbit hole, but I barfed. I cannot do a video without barfing. But it's something that it really needs to be talked and not in the way I'm seeing online. No, 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 no. Because we are fighting so much for rights and awareness and body positivity, and women should never be judged and never be looked at in a certain way. And I have two brothers. So I grew up with men, and I cannot tell you enough how hard it is to break down toxic masculinity and making people, men, open up about what they feel and what they experience. And so when I saw that Barry Keoghan talked about this, I was like, if a man opens up and talks about himself and what he experienced, we need to listen. Also, I saw some comments on the things that I'm going to show you and the articles that we're going to read, and they were talking about the past and what he did to Sabrina Carpenter, I believe. Um, I don't care. Like, as long as the people in the store, also we don't know celebrity life. I'm talking about this because this is something that affects people day to day, uh daily lives. people like your neighbor, like your, I'm not talking about this because they are celebrity, and I don't want to talk about his relationship with Sabrina Carpenter. I don't care, also because it's something between two adults, and they should be adult enough to face and talk about these things together. Not, we don't know. So if you're a Sabrina Carpenter fan, just just don't, because we are I'm going to mention her just once, because it's something that conveyed to the story. Okay, so I am going to, where is the mouse here? He went away. So I am going to talk about this. Let me do this magic trick. So this is what started all, because if we go on here, this is how everything started, like my research. So if we go here, can you read? Or maybe this is better here. Yes. So when this first started, when the first post appeared, I was looking on Google, and I am here at the page number five. Number five. And in page number five of this Google search, I searched Barry Keoghan looks. On page number five, you can finally maybe see the new, like the oldest articles. There were about his movie, uh, about his, relationship with Sabrina Carpenter movie again. There's still, because this is about 1 month ago, but in 2025, nobody was looking, like nobody was talking about properly his look. And if they were talking about maybe how they looked in a movie or something. But if we go in page number one, so like today, 22 hours ago, 21 years ago, and some of this we are going to read it together, we're going to see that everyone is talking about and placing pictures about his new look, let's say. So everybody's talking about this, about the fact that he's not looking like he was anymore. A little bit of his role into the Beatles movie, which honestly I don't like Beatles, but still I'm curious to see what they come up with. So this was where everything started, and we are going to watch this without audio, honestly, because it's about his debut with the new look and also the new hairstyle, which is what I was looking at, honestly, at first without reading, because since he's playing into the Beatles and he's playing Ringo Starr, he needs to have this um, Beatles hairstyle, let's say. So here in this, we are in the UK gala, the screening for a Crime 101, and he took this off. The this thing, I don't know how you call it. He took this thing off, and people went crazy. Not for the right reasons, like he's. I want. Can we look at the comments without like doxing people? Yeah, I did this for this reason. So if I go on the comments, I will read some comments for you about this, not the names. Please don't spread hate. Please don't go and harass people. We are adults, we are mature, we are kind people here. So somebody said in the comments that he did this with this bandana because it was related to the character that he played into the movie. So nothing too much to talk about. But if we scroll, we start seeing comments about his look, like please don't take the bandana off, the lips, Um, somebody said he does have beautiful eyes, though. Okay. So these comments are all regarding the. Am I lagging? Am I? I'm so sorry if I'm lagging because I'm looking at myself. Not for not for vanity. Wait, going to restart this. Oh, I did lag. Why? I showed videos. Was it because of the video? Wait, maybe it's my internet. Let me play the video again. Oh my god. I'm double checking because I am. Otherwise, I need to repeat everything, and I don't remember. I don't have a script, so it's always a new experience. Let's see. But while I look at this, but okay, I think it was because of the video. Man. Okay, so I'm going to repeat if it wasn't clear. So this video is because of his debut in the UK, at the UK gala for Crime 101. And I was going through the comment because at first I watched this and I was like, okay, yeah, the hair are like Beatles style because he needs to play Ringo Starr into the Beatles. I don't know, movie, 4 movies I heard. I don't know. So I was like, mm, okay, but people were talking into the comments, and I'm going to show the comments. But uh, as I said, please don't spread hate or harass people. So person said like, yeah, this is because of his role. Like the bandana thing is for his role that he's going to play. He's playing into this movie, a Crime 101. But other people were talking and judging his look. And somebody said like the lips, and somebody said like, yeah, but his eyes are cute though. So I was a little bit, what is going on? Like, come on, we're better than this. And then there's this other video here where he is being approached by, this is new by the way, a new video from USA Today where he's being approached by a journalist, and he's talking about s- wait, I stopped this. I need to. He's talking about the journalist is asking like, what are you going to do? What you expect from this year? And he says like, to ride more bikes. I don't know. I believe it's something from the movie Crime 101 because I saw many comments about this. And then he says to spend more time with my boy. Put a pin in the my boy comment. His boy is his son. So right now we are here. Like for me, he looks fine. Honestly, he looks okay. He looks healthy. The hair are a little bit, you know, Beatles style, but you get the gist. Okay. So after this, I started researching, and I came across some some articles that made me cackle honestly, because it's like journalists are, but not so much journalists, because I believe that journalists, the term journalist is for professional people who talk about celebrities, but in way, like professional way, and something, regarding their job, their movies, whatever. We're going to talk about paparazzi because how can you explain strangers? Oh my God. It just disconnected. Okay. Okay. I don't know what is going on. Well, we are going, as I was saying, if you don't have anything to do today and you're like, what is the full timeline between of the romantic and the relationship between two people that I will never know in my life, just because, just because. And we're talking about the timeline. The article is called Complete Timeline of Barry Keoghan and Sabrina Carpenter's Relationship, because we need to know. But I'm just going to scroll. You can look at my face or not. So here they do a recap, let's say, and then we go to this. Wait for that. These are all articles, by the way. Article, written by L, and we start here with the whole, like, the timeline of these two people who are being. But by the way, I love this. Totally me, like with tomato sauce. Totally. Uh, relatable. And we're not going at all to talk about this, honestly. I just wanted to bring this up because it, it's about their relationship, and it's about also artistic choices, if we can call it this way, of a woman, which is, I believe, Sabrina Carpenter's age. 26. Okay. So a 26 years old woman, which is, where was I? Where was I? Which is, popular and has billions of fans everywhere on TikTok, wherever. And they were together since 2023. And this is the moment where his story becomes a little bit darker, if we can say so, because Barry Keoghan starts this relationship, and they are seen together various time, whatever is going on, because as I said, I don't want to talk about this. The only moment that I want to talk about this is related to artistic choices, if we can call it this way, because put a pin on the fact that they did a video together, music video together. I'm not going to play everything because it's copyright claim. I don't want a strike, honestly. But yeah, it's not going to load. Perfect. So, okay, they did this video together, and it's video for Please, Please, Please. I wanted to see if there's a scene together. Okay, yeah, here. There, you can, if you didn't, because keep in mind that I went into this story. I know him because of his works and his movies and his appearances. I didn't know for the love of God that he was Sabrina Carpenter's ex. And now, when you Google his name, all you can see is Sabrina Carpenter's ex. Sabrina Carpenter's ex, like he doesn't have an identity on his own. So, and honestly, this kind of shit bothers me, whatever sex you are, whatever, because we fought so much as women. Like, I remember when Michelle Obama was addressed like the first lady, like the wife of Obama, and she was like, dude, I'm a whole person. Like, you don't need to say I'm the woman of this man. You can say my name and my last name. It's okay. So I saw this, but then we went, we can go. we can go to this other article here, which I'm going to move because otherwise. And this is the only time, as I said, when we're going to talk about this, and then we're going to move on to Barry Keoghan properly. Because in this case, we have a 26, I said? 26, yes, years old woman who is a public figure, who has a platform, who has a voice, big voice, by the way, and she chose to do this. Fair. I am a vengeful bitch too, honestly, so I can understand, but I'm not famous. So, um, in this article, we can read Sabrina Carpenter, dude, dude, doesn't do that. Well, Sabrina Carpenter appears to have a pointed message for ex Barry Keoghan on TikTok, and this whole story is basically regarding a post that she published, reblogged, I believe, reblogged, reposted. Are we on Tumblr? Regarding one TikTok, and this TikTok said, where is it? Doo-doo-doo-doo. Bloody hell. It's about the 30th of December. Oh, maybe it was here. Wait. It was? It was? Yeah, it was. So here she, yeah, 30th of December, and she reposted this TikTok where she said, uh, like, thank God that I am still single. It's been a whole year, this TikTok said. I'm still single and I didn't went back with my ex. So indirectly, she was quoting her ex, which was Barry Keoghan. Um, so this singer who has had, I don't know if probably there are more, 36 million followers, did this kind of thing. But she didn't do just this. Remember the video they did together? Well, hold it. Because she published with Dolly Parton a second part of this video where she, um, it's only her and Dolly Parton. There's no Barry Keoghan anymore. But at the end of the video, you can see like the body in the trunk, and somebody pointed out, like from a Sabrina Carpenter uh, page, that they the guy, which was in the previous video, Barry Keoghan. And again, I just want to underline the fact that I am a vengeful bitch, and I understand being hurted and wanted to uh take revenge, honestly. Oh baby, if I know. But again, a public figure, and it's not only about this. We're going to talk about this in a minute. If you are a public figure, you should know better. You should know that things that you do and say, even things that you don't do and say, by the way, have consequences. Mostly if you know that people that follow you, like your audience is, your fan base is made mostly of teenager, and no shade on teenagers, but they can be pretty full, and they are on the spot, like they are everywhere. They know everything about their idol, like, in K-pop and everything. They are like a full encyclopedia. Encyclopedia, how do you say that? I don't know. They know everything. I'm like amazed of what teenager know about their idol. But to use that For me, personal opinion, it it's like a little bit out of touch, and it's a little bit taking advantage of the situation, because you can choose to not talk about it, you can choose to step away from it, you can choose to be mature and to say, I don't want to speak about it. It's like, I don't want to make comments, I don't want to say anything. Last thing that I'm going to address, and we are going to move on, is where she went on a concert in Dublin, and I will never find the thing. And she addressed the fact that uh, she said something along the lines of, "Oh boy, I love Dublin, but this Irish boy makes us like suffer," or something like that. I will never find this shit. Uh, no, I will never find it. Well, never, never. Well, she went on this. Let me see if I can do like this. Dublin. Yes. Here we go. Was easier. So she said like, yeah, you're amazing, Dublin, blah blah blah. But my God, these Irish boys are hard work. Obviously, Barry Keoghan is from Dublin. He's Irish, so it was another, how do you say, thing in a coffin? Pin in the coffin? I don't remember. So, done talking about Sabrina Carpenter, whatever, we are going to move on to what really happened. So, I'm going to read from this Variety article, which is titled, Barry Keoghan says that the online abuse of how I look is so bad he no longer wants to go outside. It's becoming a problem. Along the lines, basically, from the same things that were stated on the image that I first showed. Um, and they have this picture here. This picture was taken from, also, this is, I believe, why this whole situation is going crazy on him, because he he's taken he took the role on of Tommy, I believe, into the new Peaky Blinders movie, The Immortal Man. And he had an interview with Killian Murphy. This is why I learned how to pronounce Killian Murphy. And so people started talking, and he was like, okay, I'm going to talk right now. So he went through, he went to talk about the online abuse that he went through. And along the line into the that L article of the timeline, there's a certain point where, after a seemingly um, when they were possibly when they broke up with him as Sabrina Carpenter, he went and deactivated his online profile on Instagram. And there's where everything started, because as soon as he broke up, they broke, I don't care. Again, I don't care. When they broke up, everything went down, because as we know, as we are a little bit aware, when a celebrity has a fan base, as I said, of teenager people, ba- mainly, dude, it's even adult people that do this, honestly. I saw people of my age do some crazy shit that, come on. But people, let's say people, went and basically harassed him online. And it's funny how, as long as a couple is together, a couple, celebrity couple I'm talking about, the as long as they are together, they're wonderful, they're beautiful, they have supporters. I think they were called people shipping couple couples. I don't know. It's been so long. Uh, but as soon as they break out up and maybe rumors start to go around, one of the two into the couples starts to get arrested. And in this case, it was unfortunately Barry Keoghan. And he said, quote, "There's a lot of hate online. There's a lot of abuse of how I look and damn, I cannot. There's a lot of abuse of how I look. And it's kind of past the point of, everyone goes through that, but it's made me shy away. It's made me really go inside myself, not want to attend places, not want to go outside." He added, quote, "I say this being absolute pure and honest to you, it's becoming a problem." And honestly, I don't know if it's the first time. I'm thinking, and I've been thinking the whole day before talking about this, but hearing a man finally breaking this stereotype where they are strong and they don't feel, it's like men cannot feel the hate on themselves. um I think it's important to finally break this wall and let people know that even men can be harassed. And misogyny does not have a favorite sex. You can hate, sorry, no misogyny, patriarchy. No, my misogyny is the word that I'm looking at. Like you can hate uh people based on the look, based on the race, based on the, and this fucks up everyone. This goes down for everyone. Doesn't matter if you are a normal person, normal people, day to day job, whatever, or a celebrity. And he received, unfortunately, as he said, a lot of backlash from the breaking up with Sabrina Carpenter. And he talked about quote reading when responding to a question about finding peace in his private life. The Saltburn star said, quote, "I don't have to hide away because I'm hiding away. I actually don't go to places because of these things." When that starts leaking into your art, it becomes a problem because then you don't want to even be on screen anymore. And this has a lot to do with body image. And if you don't know what body image is, let me, because I want to be precise when I talk. I don't want to say shit. So, I Italian, Italian everywhere. Body image definition. Sorry. Okay. Body image is the internal, subjective perception of one's own physical appearance, encompassing thoughts, feelings, beliefs, and behaviors regarding body shape, size, and function. It is distinct from actual physical appearance and can range from positive to negative, heavily influencing self esteem and mental health. Components: it involves how you see yourself in the mirror, how you feel about your body, what you think about it, and how you act as a result, such as checking or hiding your body. Influences. Sorry for the accent. Body image is shaped by social media, culture, peers, family, and personal experiences. So keep in mind that this man is public figure. He has money. He has like a net around him of people he can relate to. He has the ability to look out for mental health help. So if a person this influential is talking about something so deep like this, I believe that we as common people we can only learn out of all this. He says, quote from the article, he also worries about what his young son Brando will think when he's old enough to read the online hate for himself. Talking about my boy, Keoghan added, allora, sorry. It's, it is disappointing for the fans, but sorry if I'm laughing. I'm laughing for me not being able to speak. Again, Keoghan added, it is disappointing for the fans, but it's also disappointing that my little boy has to read all of this stuff when he gets older. And this is also why I'm doing this video, because it is unbelievable. We don't think about consequences. That's the main problem of all this thing. He has a song. It's like when I talked about I don't remember which video was it. When I talked about family channels not being aware. Oh, it was about the Jesselyn. Um, family channel people who are not like young, like it's crazy that he's not thinking about only himself and about what is going down for him, his mental health, his the fact that he's not basically working so much as he should because he's a wonderful actor. And if you didn't watch Dunkirk, and I, I watched the Kenny JD review on Saltburn because I for the love of God I cannot watch that kind of movies, but I really suggest you to watch that review if you are, I don't know, aware that you cannot watch those kind of movies. But he's a wonderful actor, honestly. And the fact that he's not able to basically do his job, it's like imagine yourself being into on an office, um, um, I don't know, shop, working in I was a sales assistant, so I relate to that. Imagine being bullied so much by people that you cannot even show your face without feeling discomfort, without feeling, this body image situation going out of your hand. But not only that, he's also so afraid of his son growing up and reading what they were talking people talking shit about his own father, and not talking shit, which is I'm not condemning it, but it's not talking shit about, I don't know, what he did, what he didn't do. It's talking shit about his appearance. So imagine reading about online about your dad being ugly, being this, being that. Dude, it's crazy. And I always advise people, I don't care if he's a celebrity. Just put yourself in other people's shoes for once. And I believe if more people did that, this shit wouldn't go down this way. So this was one article from Variety. Then we go to this other article, which is from who? Which is from I will tell you in a second. I don't know. Which is from TheList, which said it's title side by side photos of Barry Keoghan's face transformation are jarring. And at first, when I read this, I honestly thought they're talking about his hair and his style regarding the Beatles thing. And they placed these pictures, so I thought it's about the hair because a lot of people are talking online, about his hairstyle changing so much. They talk a little bit about how he was wearing some kind of things that reminded, like this kind of hat that reminded Peaky Blinders, blah 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 blah. But then you read this. Reading from the article, the lower half of his face is significantly broader, and more defined around the cheeks and jawline. The Irish actor's signature pout was also slightly plumper than it was at the Hurry Up Tomorrow premiere. Wamp is. I said, I'm not going to get angry, so I need to breathe. Was this last phrase, sir or madam, whomever wrote this article, necessary? Like this, not even half phrase, because everything like this could have been like cut out. But this phrase here, it's one post on Twitter, I'm not going to call it X, said Keoghan looked like Oliver Twist after stealing a guashua. Gashua, I don't even know how to pronounce that, which is that kind of thing that you use to plump, I believe, your face. I don't know. To joke about the contrast between his vintage looking outfit and his striking face transformation. So imagine tomorrow his son going online and seeing this freaking article, which is a shame for all the journalists out there. That's why I call journalist. This is not journalist. This is, I don't know, selling, in my opinion. All the things I'm saying in this video is my opinion. It's garbage, honestly. Uh, l- BuzzFeed, too. Obviously, BuzzFeed and TMZ are always on the crime scenes. Again, that he doesn't want to go outside, and they talk a little bit about the when everything started. So I'm reading from the article. He's also I'm saying this every time because I don't know if who watch people who watch my video can see what I'm doing. So I want to address that. Reading from the article. Unfortunately, he's also faced cruel comments about his appearance. Back in 2024, Barry deleted his Instagram account after experiencing what he called disgusting commentary about his looks after he split from Sabrina Carpenter. And now he's opening up about more about how sorry. He's opening up more about the harmful impact the remarks have had on him personally. So, oh, I was about to say I watched this. No, it was another. I don't remember his name. Another interview. Um, he also. We need to also talk about the fact that more people were paying attention to him because yes, he was an actor, but something that you need also to uh, keep in mind is that he was an actor. He was. It's like I just talked in my last video about Timothy Chalamet. It's like when Timothy Chalamet, indie movie star, you know, pretty away from internet and stuff like that, was he paired himself into the relationship with the Kylie Jenner, which I called Kendall, whatever. Um, and in that moment, he started, I believe, for me, I don't know, in my opinion, he started getting more attention because he was under, the spotlight. He was with the Kardashians are always are basically everywhere, honestly. So he was a little bit more under the spotlight, and obviously for him, going from being the star of this and that movie to being the in a relationship with a pop star, basically gave like brought more attention to him, not in the right way, because he said reading from the article. I've been blessed that I got an incredible fan base and people are so lovely out there, you know. And it's really nice when you do Q&A and you talk to people and you can be there with them and, you know, answer the questions and give them all of you. And that is the good side of it. But there's also the nasty side of it. The downside, he explained, is online hate, specifically a lot of abuse about his appearance. I think I removed myself from online, but I'm still a curious man. Oh boy, I can relate to that so much. A curious man being that wants to go on, and if I attend an event or if I go somewhere, you want to see how it was received, and it's not nice. It's he shared. There's a lot of hate online. It's a lot of abuse of how I look. And I honestly don't like when people do this because we shouldn't think this way. We shouldn't say, "Oh, imagine if it was a woman being talked like this." I don't like that. I honestly don't like because the same respect that we want for women, we should give men. And I saw this same thing happening to Demi Moore. Demi, you call it in we call in Italian we say Demi, but it's Demi Moore after the Oscars. And honestly, the first maybe I'm the stupid. I don't know. Maybe I'm too stupid. I don't know honestly at this point. But in the moment I saw her pictures and I watched the Oscars live with the USA. And um, the first thing I noticed when she popped up on the, I didn't saw the red carpet thing. When she popped out up on the, I'm going to show you. I'm going on a little tangent here. Demi Moore Oscars. When she popped up on the, how it's called, the stage. When sorry, when she popped up on the stage, I was like, damn, girl, that dress. And then I noticed that while she was talking, because she has these feathers here, beautiful. It reminds me of what's the movie with Angelina Jolie Disney movie, the bed with the horns. I don't know. It reminds me a little bit of that. I don't know why. But while she was talking on stage, the feathers were like moving, and I was like, "Oh, that's funny. I want to dress with while I talk." So I was like, "Dude, she's like hair and the beat, everything. The dress is amazing. Let me show you here. It's beautiful. Beautiful. It's Instagram. Uh, whatever. So, but the dress is really, 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 really beautiful. And but since I'm stupid and I don't think through, now you're going to see my face. Um, I was like thinking this way, honestly, yeah, girl, slay, whatever. But no, no, you need to think about her appearance, her look. She's too thin, she's too dead, her face and the butt. Also, people talking about Emma Stone, which for me is another goddess. I'm like, when I saw her always at the Oscars, I was like, girl, goddess, Emma Stone. I was like, beautiful. What do you want to say to a freaking Emma Stone? Like, dude, that speechless, speechless. No, 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 no. Again, no. You need to talk about the fact that she, by these pictures, I was like, oh my God, the look and the hair. No, you need to say that she had Botox and she cannot move her face. She disrupted her face, and now she's so young and she cannot act anymore. And I'm like, am I the broken one who thinks like it's none of my fucking business? She knows she's a freaking actor. She knows. Uh Actress, sorry. Um she knows any better. She knows what is good for her. And even so, Even so, how many actresses had Botox and filler and whatever, and they still act and they still are amazing, they still are beautiful. So this whole thing of switching the roles, switching the genders, for me, it's insane because again, you should never judge people appearances. You should never judge how somebody's look. And I am speechless that someone was uh, brought to this kind of hate and to this kind of um, harm, honestly, because you don't know, as I said, what is going on. Not because they are, and this is another thing. People online believe that if you come, like these are celebrities, I'm going to write down some shit and I'm going to type all my hate and whatever. They're never going to read. It's like I can vent every bitter mm, things that I want to say because they will never read it, they will never see it, even if they don't. Which, when celebrities say, "Oh, I don't Google myself," come on, girl, come on. But still, if even if they won't look, this thing that you put online, they can resonate, they can have an impact, they can be seen from their children, their family, their and also, please work on yourself because if you have the need to go online and write bad things about someone appearances, it's not again that we're talking about he made a bad thing, he said bad shit, he did something. I don't care about his relationship with, we're talking about two things can be true at the same time. You can be a bad person, but you also shouldn't be judged for how you look, honestly. Like, I was thinking about the fact that I just did a video on, not just, but 1, 2 weeks ago, I don't remember. I did a video on Gabby Hanna, everything that is going on with her. And I will never talk shit about how she look. At a certain point, I believe I also said like she looked. I loved her blonde hair and the beat that she had on. Like, you should never judge people. You can say that somebody, like, you can say that Gabi Hanna is a horrible person online for what she did and what she's keep doing, but you should never judge appearance. Like, have better opinions, have better things to say, like to better comebacks to people. Because if your only weapon is judging people appearance, well, that's a you problem, that's a freaking you problem. And honestly, making an actor say, quote, it's made me shy away, he said. It's made me really go inside myself, not wanting to attend the place, not want to go outside. This is a freaking actor. We're not talking about he has a net around him, as I said. He has the opportunity to imagine people that cannot afford mental health help. Like, reading from the article, quote, and I say this being absolute pure and honest. We read this already, Noemi. Hello. Um, he said, quote, so yeah, I don't have to hide away because I'm hiding already away. I don't have to. Oh, oh, this is from a speech. Okay, okay. Um, I get it. I don't have to hide away because I'm hiding away. I don't have to go places because I actually don't go places because of these things. But when that starts leaking into your heart, it becomes, yeah, we read this. Sorry, I'm laughing out of discomfort. Um, Ben called it disappointing and Barry agreed, especially when it comes to his son. It is disappointing, yeah, it is disappointing for the fans, but it's also disappointing that my little boy has to read all this stuff when he gets older. Brando, his son is 3 years old, by the way. and it's from his ex. If you care, I don't care. It's his things. So this was BuzzFeed. Honestly, these articles, I remember maybe it was TMZ that had. Oh yeah. So I want to also bring the. I thought about not showing this, but this needs to be shown. And honestly, when you come, I'm getting angry. Wait, I drink. I need to drink water. Honestly, it's something that I'm seeing more and more online. A yeah, prop for that. Because another thing that people need to make to understand is when you go online and you have a public profile, you interact on a public platform, and you feel the need to show hate, to bring hate on a platform and leave disgusting comments, you should never, 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 my opinion, you should never have the ability to hide. What I'm saying is, if I leave a nasty comment, like I commented on Peter Mon video recent. I'm not afraid of that. Um, he was talking about Colleen Ballinger, and I said something along the line of she's an horrible human being, and I stand for that. I take full responsibility for that, for what happened, what she did. I'm thinking about making a video on everything, like making a full deep dive on everything. But besides that, I believe that if you are able to go on your freaking phone, type and make a profile on Instagram, WhatsApp, no WhatsApp, sorry, it's WhatsApp is a private, but Instagram, Facebook, 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 damn, Facebook, TikTok, whatever, and go on someone else's profile and write down stupid shit, you need to be taken accountable for that. You need to make your name needs to be public, and people should do this, should have the ability to do the same for you. If I Noemi, go on the platform, like the profile of, let's say, Anne Hathaway, which another goddess, and I write down, damn, your face, ugh, it's ugly, you're ugly. People should feel able to do the same for me, to come for me. Honestly, retaliation. Why not? So my opinion, but please don't do that. It's my opinion again regarding these people, because the fact that I see online people hiding the handles and the profile, it's not fair. Why you are able to comment on someone public figure, public face, but I cannot see your face, I cannot see your name. And honestly, I'm seeing more and more women mostly, but also men. I saw a guy on Threads, gay guy. I'm saying gay because it's related to the story. Who are making this video calling out haters, showing their names, showing their photos, and that for me it's fair. Honestly, it's not eye for eye. It's being able to defend yourself in a public forum, in a public place, uh, and also being finding support, finding people that can, instead of spread hate on your profile, because algorithm and stuff like that can bring people, toxic people, but you can find, doing this kind of videos, you can find so much support, so much people loving you. So I am all for that. And I'm we're going to talk about this now. In this article, again, talking about his, salt porn. the Saltburn stars, again, Barry Keoghan. They showed this picture. I don't know from where this picture, this screenshot is from. Maybe under his Instagram, he had an Instagram before deactivating it. Uh, and I'm reading from this screenshot comments. So one comment says, "How does he manage to get uglier every day?" A response under this comment, sorry, he got so ugly after Sabrina left him. A key point into this whole thing. His face is horrible, and I'm sorry, I don't want to be mean. Girl, let's talk about meanings of the word. I don't want to be mean, but it's physically hard and actually painful to look at him. Okay. And I'm trying to not be angry. I won't be angry. Another comment, or was it a response? No, it's a response. I don't know. Whatever. Another comment. Anytime he shows his face, he looks uglier than the last. Another comment. Last. He's probably the most unattractive man I've ever seen in my life. We can have a whole freaking discussion. It's already been an hour and 14 minutes that I'm talking, so I will spare you that. But we can go on and on about the philosophical uh, m- thing, like philosophical talk on the meaning of beauty, and how beauty can be both subjective and objective. But I'm not going to do that today. Maybe I can do that in another video. But again, if your only weapon against someone that you know, either you don't know, either you like, either you don't like, it's only based on beauty and appearance. Am I pronouncing it correctly? Appearance. Um, you're a fucking loser. You are a loser, honestly. And I am just, sorry, I am just sorry that this is happening still into 2026. And honestly, as a conclusion for everything, I am really, really sorry about the fact that um, I wished, I wished like it would be cool, would have be cool, because when this everything was going down, and when everything was uh, starting to spread, like hate comments and stuff. Oh, sorry, you cannot see it. There's something a little bit cornish. Sorry. Um, when something was going on, everything was going on with the Barry comment towards Barry Keoghan. Um, I wish that instead of doubling down and making other comments and making other posts, Sabrina Carpenter, I wish she acted differently. Uh, and again, I understand being vengeful, being wanting revenge for whatever reason, maybe she was did wrong or whatever. But again, when you are a public figure, you should choose, I don't want to say each word because, but you should choose your actions well. And also, again, I am pretty aware that they know, they know. If they don't know, people around them will make them know what is going on around them, regarding them, comments and stuff like that. And because you I believe that she was, in my opinion, she was aware of the hate comments and everything, and she used in some way this whole thing for being vengeful, honestly. And I'm just really, really sorry that in 2026, again, we are still here talking about body image and to basically leave people alone for how they look and how they are perceived. And I wish we were at a step as a society. There are many steps, but as a society, I wish we were able to judge people for their accomplishments and what they do, what they like, also accomplishments toward like others, like what they do for others, what they do for themselves, instead of talking just about. Also, because we are in the day and age where there's AI, there's filters, there's Photoshop. There's always been Photoshop, honestly. So we are in a day that we're living this period of time where nothing is basically real, close to reality. So it doesn't matter that if you see there's makeup, there's everything, everyone can change their appearance, and it's none of your business how they look, how they don't. Judge me for the type of person I am, for the you can say things on actions, but to talk about this still, it's really, 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 really awful, and it doesn't set a good examples, honestly, for new generations. We should just be better than that. And I hope, honestly, as a woman again that was bullied towards middle school and high school, as I said at the beginning of the video, I hope that we can heal for this, and honestly, that people like him, Barry Keoghan, and w- normal people, day to day people, are able to stay away from this, and to, if they are subjected to this kind of, it's a basically torture, it's abuse, honestly, they are able to find help and to find peace and healing. And because it took me a long time to start uh, looking at myself in the mirror, not hating every inch of my body. And it was a long, and it was a job, basically, hard work on myself and my mind and my mental health. And right now I am confident and able to stand here in front of a camera, which was something that if you said to my 12 years old, you would stand in front of a camera doing shit on YouTube, she would say, fuck you. But yeah, uh, I hope that he would be able to come back to be himself again, to be the beautiful actor that he is. Say, you can say you are a beautiful actor. You can say that, because he's really, really good, and I love his work. And please behave in a good and polite way to each other, because I'm sick and tired to see people hating and spread hate. And yeah, that is it, because otherwise I will get again and again and again and all inside deep holes and whatever, deep holes, hole, rabbit holes. Yeah, so that was it. If you missed this live stream, if you're just arriving right now into the live stream, I am going to upload this video on my YouTube channel. If you have, if you're watching the video published, let me know what you think. Let me know your thoughts and your opinions. And if you watched till now, please leave a good comment that you would like, okay, I will phrase it correctly. Wait, leave a comment, leave the comment that you would have loved heard when you were young and people were doubling down on you, and something that you will tell to your younger self about something positive. Please, about your younger self, and look wise, like ability wise, whatever you want to say to your younger self, so people can come under this video and find love and support and good comments, and to find a place where they can, a little place on internet where they can have a good moment for a good second, let's say. So if you feel to, leave that comment, and we will see each other really, 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 really soon. Okay. Oh boy. It was a lot. I got blushed. I have blush on my face. So I am going to edit a little bit this video. I hope that when I showed the video, it didn't fuck up everything, honestly. Otherwise, I need to cut off that video. I don't know. We'll see. We'll see. So I am going to edit the video, and then I am going to play Minecraft because I want to play Minecraft until 5 a.m. Italy time. So thank you for being, if you're being here, thank you. Have a good night, have a good day, whatever day it is. And if you want, you will find the video, I believe, tomorrow on. So catch up with that. Okay. Thank you for being here. Bye.